keep clicking
What
on
did
that.
you say? FOFF mean?
That's the name.
Of what?
The person. No, you said you was ready.
No, I'm looking at it. I'm like FOFF. What was that again?
The person's name. The username. We live.
Hey.
No, wait a minute. Ain't nobody here.
If we
just
live,
yet.
I mean, I'm still here though.
Oh.
Tell me when somebody looking.
All right. Hey, what's going on, Jennifer?
Hey, Jennifer, Mackenzie, what's happening? We here. Y'all the first. Y'all the first two.
Hey, how's it going? Simply Deep 1985. She said, what's the topic? I guess we got actually quite a bit to talk about. I'm going to say quite a bit. We're going to be done in 5 minutes. We got a few things. we got a few things to talk about. Dark and lovely Anita from Oakland. Shout out to you.
Yeah.
Look at Miss Gaucho Girl 1.
Hey.
She's in Columbia or St. Louis right now.
What they call an old quiet storm.
Quiet Storm. President. Quiet Storm. Is it? I think it's Quiet Storm. She'll let us know.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. So, wait, hey, slow down. You sound like you know more than I know.
I know what they call you, girl. They call you Quiet Storm. God damn it.
Hey, can y'all hear us? I guess that should have been one of the questions to ask.
Yeah, because they responding back might be.
Oh, I'm just saying like, hey, I didn't see a response. Did you read my question on your discussion board? I don't even know what it means, the discussion board. So type it in the comment section. I'm sorry.
What she left for us might be that was the discussion board, I believe.
Where?
She didn't leave from the last when we posted last time and said leave your comments or your
it wasn't in the comments of the last video.
She wasn't in there.
No, I wrote the names of the people next to.
Oh, then I'm out. I don't know what you're talking about then.
Oh, okay, they can hear us. Right on. She says Quiet Storm. Yeah. We got to make sure we don't just, I guess, keep focusing on the comments. But we gonna shout you guys out.
Apparently, Meek Mill's been part of our.
What's going on, Sarah?
Our night tonight. We had a homeboy.
We didn't know. I didn't know he was so passionate about Meek Mill. Like that was interesting to me.
He went. He went through the whole Black Lives Matter. I don't know. But I agree with most of what he said. I didn't have no qualms. He was just taking kind of too long for my taste.
I don't have a comment on.
He was talking about stuff I knew.
So what's going on with Meek Mill? Let's talk about it. What's your thoughts on Meek Mill? Meek Mill got arrested.
He
recently.
did.
I think they were saying parole violation.
It seemed like it was like he's breaking. I think he's been on parole for like 10 or 11 years, what they've been saying.
That's a long time. And I think that's part of the problem and why we got a lot of celebrities coming out like, hey, it ain't right. Because, my initial situation, I'm like, okay, he violated parole and y'all don't want him to go to jail. Like, he didn't know he was on parole. Like, you got to get some act right.
But I think, it works both ways, for you to, to be going to jail for parole, that means you did, you've been, fraudulent in your parole hearing or whatever I don't know the justice
Go
words.
and tell us about your parole time, JT.
That's what I'm saying. I'm ignorant. I've never been on parole, might be. I'm just
but
not
but when you hear about it,
go to
you
jail,
know that it's like a period of time where you ain't supposed to get in no trouble. That's what I know. You probably have to go and do random drug tests. You probably got to go
I
talk to
know
some
that.
people.
That's what I'm saying. He probably broke those protocols.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. He broke the protocol, but people was like, free Meek Mill as if he ain't done nothing. I'm like, brother, man, did something right.
He had to do something. But now, I heard about the judge that he was appointed. And she seemed like
But
I don't know what.
They say it was the judge. Like she's been his judge for damn near 10 years. Like he always has to go and see this lady. But when they were saying like some of the things that the judge wanted him to do, I'm like, nope.
Like you can't, you can't deal with somebody's life and talk like in jest. I don't think he was in jest. I think if he would have obliged her whatever her request was, she would have did it. She would have been happy about it.
But
she wouldn't have said no.
In my mind, I can't see a judge asking you to like sing a song and shout her out.
That's what I'm saying.
Sense to me. That's why I thought it was fake. I'm like, these people are just making up some shit in order to free Meek Mill. But
is that good? That's what I'm saying.
The more we hear about it, it sounds like old judgmentship.
But what you had to do something to see her.
Yeah. And
so you can't be off the hook. You must have did something to. If you didn't break the law, then they wouldn't have, they wouldn't summon you to see her. I would.
You've been summoned.
If I know she that type of person, I'm like, I don't want to deal with her.
Right, and so you would be on the straight and narrow, as they call it.
I would try to be, and dealing with, I guess, the business that he in. I don't know if he could,
But what it did was, and I see Jennifer was like, I don't feel sorry for Meek Mill. He broke parole. He deserves jail time. And he may deserve jail time. But the fact that he's been on parole for so long, I think that's what a lot of people have issue with. 10 years or 11 years, however long it is, you can't do nothing. And so you feel like you can't even live your life because anything that a normal person would, get pulled over by the police, any little simple thing that they would normally let you off on a warning, then now you done violated parole.
I think 10 years is kind of extra. Do
we know what the initial situation was? Like what he did to get in trouble in the beginning? That's what I don't know.
I know he liked to ride like 4-wheelers. It may have something to do with that. I don't know.
I don't know about riding 4-wheelers. I don't care if you're riding them backwards, upside down. That's going to garner you 10 years probation. You better not do it 10 years. You might as well cut your feet off. That's the only way to guarantee.
I don't know if he sold drugs. I don't know his backstory. I don't listen to his lyrics. So, I don't know what all Meek Mill has to, offer me. So, I don't really care for his style. That's the only reason I don't listen to him. It seems like he always yelling at me. He sounds like a little kid yelling at me. I mean, he might have lyrics, but I don't like his delivery.
Well, like old boy, our friend that just left, he was saying like Meek Mill appeals to the hood, because he's like a real dude. Which I'm like, I didn't know anything really about Meek Mill aside from the fact that he was dating Nicki Minaj and the whole back and forth that was going on between him and Drake. That's all I knew about Meek Mill.
Oh,
I don't know. I don't think I know any of his music. I
don't
know
part
who he
of,
signed.
Maybach. That crew.
Okay.
With Rick Ross.
Yeah. I'm saying I didn't even know that.
They had little him and God damn it, I can't even think the boy's name. In his own in his own crew.
John P. Key. No. I'm trying.
No, that even shouldn't. I don't even know how that.
Hey, just because you're a gospel artist don't mean you can't be signed to Maybach.
No, he has nothing to do with John P. Key.
I don't know.
That was your help.
But old boy was talking about how Meek Mill is giving back to the community, so having like a spiritual influence in the background. Like, hey,
Wale. That's why I couldn't think
Wale,
of in his own crew. Wale.
I don't know why I couldn't think of
Wale. But I don't know how you can't, how you have beef within your own crew. I don't understand. But it seemed like they went, they went. I don't know if they shook hands or what. They can't do it now. Goddamn it. I know that because Meek Mill in jail, and so it is what it is.
Do you feel sorry for?
I don't. All I can say is young men. Don't get caught in the system.
This is definitely a lesson.
Because, once they got you, they can do anything to manipulate, your life.
So, yeah, you outside, you pass gas wrong, and somebody gets offended, and then you violated parole.
You come see me.
Right. And that's what I think a lot of people are, up in arms about because of the system and how it's being used against this young man. Gaucho Girl was saying she thinks his celebrity makes people care because this type of stuff happens to Ray Ray and Pookie and them all the time, which is true. And we don't even hear about Ray Ray and Pookie and them unless somebody. Well, we do see the free Ray Ray.
They ain't got money,
but and ain't nobody putting no money on the books either.
Oh nah, they probably give you about 15.
No, at this point, all they gonna get is a nice tweet. 104. I think they even increased the character.
We praying for you, brother.
We praying for you.
Prayers up for my cousin, that's going to November. And that's pretty much it.
So the system, it all boils down to the system being the problem. But we got to make sure we're doing everything we can to not be a part of the system.
Another viewer asked us to talk about Terry Crews and the whole, I would say, sexual harassment cases or testimonies that's been going out, in social media, in the world. Everything, different like celebrities.
We've definitely been inundated
all of a sudden,
with a lot.
Found the need to make their qualms about what's going on, and I guess in their business, and in Terry Creek, and one of our who was it?
I put the name next to
Nitra.
He gonna try to throw it back at me.
I was thinking you saw the look at mine.
I did.
Oh, Miss Nitra Thigpen. Yes, one of our good friends.
What's going on?
Asked about it, and might be. I can believe some of it. I don't know what to believe now because it's all of a sudden it's a rush.
Wait. The Terry Crews situation?
The Terry Crews and everybody else.
Okay, we'll start with the Terry Crews.
We talk about Terry Crews.
He
talked about I guess it's some Hollywood exec. I guess they was at a party or a meet and greet. I don't know where they were at. That he said that wherever he was at, and the guy Terry Crews went to shake his hand, and the guy went for his jock. And shook the jock's hand and said what's happening. And, and Terry Crews didn't find that, cordial.
It ain't. You can't greet a woman like that unless y'all like in a relationship. You definitely can't greet a man like that. Well, you could just grab their private part and be like, what's happening? No, I don't want your hand. I want to hold this. No, that's frowned upon everywhere.
What's that say about Terry Crews though, dude? Did he set him straight then, or was he worried about his career?
Well, I think,
or he just let the dude fondle him.
I think it boils down to the fact that his wife was there and he was worried about his career. Maybe she talked him down from whooping his ass. I know it takes a lot to not react in that moment because that was an ass whooping. He was asking for an ass whooping. I
don't think he was asking for an ass whooping. He was asking for another whooping.
I think that's an ass whooping too, JT.
Oh, that fun ass whooping, I guess.
No matter what, the fact that he don't know anything about this. Well, I don't know if he knew or heard some stuff about Terry Crews and felt, now it's my time at the party. He
felt comfortable. I'll say he felt comfortable enough to touch this big. No, hold up. This a 240-pound man. The 6'2", 4, 5, 6, whoever knows, and you just grab him by the dick. How comfortable are you?
No, that's when you definitely
news going around. You can do that, or how? Why is he so comfortable to actually grab this man? That's the question I have.
Right.
It ain't okay. That's bad that he did it, but why you feel so comfortable to do that? What environment are you in where people feel comfortable to grab your shit?
That's part of the whole reason that all these Hollywood accusations are coming out right now, because we got all these people in high positions feeling comfortable with disrespecting not only women, but we found out with him, men as well. Like, you're here, you need probably me to get you on. So let me, test the water, see what I can do. Of course, like, he didn't say anything initially. So he probably felt like he got away with it.
I see it. It's the year of the sexual harassment. The last couple of years is the year of the protest, and all of a sudden everybody coming out with all their, and I'm pretty sure, and I'm not denying none of this. I'm pretty sure it's some bad things going on, because you hear stories and and now people coming out, but but it seems like, why is this flooding?
Because I feel like, sometimes you just need that one person that you feel like you can relate to, that gives you gets you comfortable and gives you the confidence to stand up and tell your story. I think that's kind of what's going on.
What happens when the person gets comfortable like 2 years from now? That's what I'm saying. To me, it seems like it's a season for, telling about your abusers.
What I feel like it's gonna be the season of Hollywood executives or whoever, like people in positions of power, to back away and like realize that, hey, I mean,
until it's safe.
I don't know about
until they stop talking about it again.
Well,
that's how I feel. You
with
know,
social media, you never have to stop talking about it. You always have that platform, and you don't have to be afraid of it anymore.
But you know, the platform only lasts for so you know, for a little while, and then when we done. It's whatever they feed us, whatever the topic is. We done with it, man. Period. You know, whatever they tell us, when they tell us we done with it, we done.
Not everybody, because some people you don't rely on just like the media, you know, to give them their information.
If it's not part of the media, it's done. Might be.
I'm saying, but not everybody relies on the media to give them.
Of course,
as far
it's not done.
Like
you know,
a global
under the
conversation.
But I'm saying, you know, right now it looks too Hollywood right now.
Sarah says Terry should have checked him immediately, career or not, which I agree with. Like if you're not gonna whoop his ass, you at least, you know, say something. And I don't know if he actually said something to him, like, bro, like, what the hell are you doing? Like, who do you think I am?
And I read it, like he said, like in one of his comments, he was like, I wake up every day thinking about this. And I'm like, really? You've been waking up every day since this happened about this situation?
Well, it's a traumatic situation, and it was done in front of your wife. So that he tested your manhood in front of your wife. That's a problem.
So you think it's just everybody feeling comfortable right now?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, because like I said, I think when you get that one person that you relate to coming out saying that they experienced something, because you feel like, well, you may feel like you're the only one. Mm-hmm. Now, if you go into the situation knowing that this is the environment, this is the atmosphere.
I feel that, you know, people not comfortable because, you know, if I was abused, you know, I probably feel some type of way.
Yeah.
You know, I've never been, bless God, I've never been sexually abused. So I really don't know, you know, how they, you know, they might feel ashamed,
right,
or feel like nobody's, you know, in their corner. So I, you know, truthfully, I don't know how they would feel, you know, going through that, you know, But
I think every person
like,
is different, and maybe you don't want to tell your story. Maybe you don't want people to believe that the only reason that you were able to be successful in your career is because you allowed this person to get away with this type of treatment to you, and so you want your body of work to speak for itself and not this to overshadow that until, you know, now.
I believe that, but I still think it's some Hollywood making a valley in that. You know, I don't know. Might be it's just I don't know how it just flooded all of a sudden. You know, Weinstein.
Well, I
and
think it got a lot to do with like what
Gaucho
Girl said. When you got a 45, you know, somebody in the president's seat who talks about grabbing women by the crotch.
But that's been, you know, that's semi done. Right now, it's just a pun. Now it really ain't the subject right now. Now it's just a joke.
The subject right now. That's what everybody is talking about.
It's just a reference. It ain't the subject. It's a reference.
I believe.
I don't believe it's a subject. It's just a reference as far as Donald is concerned. You know, I think Weinstein right now got more, you know, push as far as being a predator than him.
No, you know I agree with that. I agree with that.
But it's his time. That's what I'm saying. You know, they pick and choose, you know, who they want to be the villain.
They bringing 45 back, though. They bringing him back into the conversation.
He brings himself in the conversation with everything else, not just, sexual harassment.
The media is bringing him back. And they even, I saw an article talking about naming all of the women who accused him of sexual assault.
That's what I'm saying. It's just a reference now. It's really not, it's done and over with. As far as, you know, to me, as far as villainizing him, They already put him in a section. It's over with. As far as, you know, they just use him as a reference. Now it's the new person is Weinstein, because it was dead for a hot second. It was dead until Weinstein showed himself and other people start bringing him out. Okay, and then all of a sudden everybody else start. You know, you're like, oh, okay, oh, okay, you know. But man.
Mackenzie asks, why are people waiting 30 to 50 years to say something, though?
Yeah, you know, that's the same thing, you know. And that's why I said with Terry Crews, I'm like, you this.
But you don't know what that did to him mentally.
I don't know what it did to him mentally.
As a man, I feel like I feel like I would have said something at the very least.
Especially in front of my wife.
Maybe I wouldn't have punched him.
I wouldn't have punched him, but I would have had to say something. But even if I would have kept, I probably would have kept it a dead issue right then and there. Like, hey, that's not how I do. But I don't know his pressures. I don't know his financial situation. I don't know.
I don't know. It happened we don't know his finances, but he said it happened last year or the year before that. So we knew who Terry Crews was. He was established at that point. So in my opinion,
so really say something like, "Hey, brother,"
we still don't know his situation.
Maybe he was abused earlier.
And then
that was some
maybe, and maybe it would have, maybe that brought back some of the things he went through in his childhood. We don't know.
He went back into a corner and felt some type of way,
brother.
No, I'm serious. It may bring him back, and so some people don't know how to deal.
Maybe he went into a corner.
I'm talking about like in his mind's eye. He gonna back up.
You make it seem like he over there crying in the corner or something like that.
He may have. You know what I'm saying? But some people don't know how to deal, and so they back up. Like some shit, I back up on. I'm like, I ain't gonna touch that. I ain't gonna say nothing.
That's a good question or statement. Simply Deep 1985. If a woman says grab him by the schlong, it would be no big deal. I think that's in reference to 45 and what he said on that Access Hollywood tape. Can we talk?
To me, it wouldn't be that much big of a deal. I think dudes take just how we're groomed. It's not something that it's not the end of the world type deal.
Like if a girl walked up and grabbed you by the crotch, or just to say grab you by the crotch.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't feel like, if you don't like it, you can say something. Or for a lot of dudes, it really ain't like it ain't a violation. I'll say that. For a lot of dudes,
I could agree with that.
I wouldn't go to a hole and sit and cry in a corner or something. I'm like, hey.
Well, but that's.
But you still got. But that's what I'm saying. So, but I think for a lot of dudes, it's not violation. But
I agree with you.
I'm pretty sure it's a violation for a lot of dudes. But I'm just saying for the whole, it wouldn't. You feel some type of way, but it wouldn't be like I feel like I need my mama or something type deal.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, okay, you can't do that.
I remember I used to be of the mindset that like men can't be raped by women, and I used to say it all the time. I'm like, because we always want it.
You can have not want. You can not want it. All the time,
I understand that now, but I'm saying this is how I used to think, and I used to be. I used to tell everybody, "Oh, it's impossible for a man to be raped by a woman." Until people broke it down to me, like you may not want it. You never know what that guy's going through. It could be like an older person just trying to take advantage of this young person. Like you never know, and so I don't say that anymore. That was my old mindset, but I've grown. So I realized that just because we are sexual creatures, and most guys want it all the time, and will probably wouldn't mind if you grab them by the crotch. There are a few out there.
You grab them by the crotch. It's time to play.
Yeah, they're like,
you must want to play then.
It's party time. That's what a lot of guys think. But there are those that like, hey, they feel violated.
Mm-hmm. I can feel that, but I don't know. I think it's different for dudes and girls because because like you said, it seems like we always want it. Yeah. We always somewhat inviting. Okay, it's playtime. I didn't even know.
Like unbuckle your belt, and unzip your pants.
Let me help you.
Easy access. Let me help you.
Rape me, girl. But I usually. Well, I think that happens, when you're a little bit younger. But, sometimes it does happen to older men, adults, when, they get taken advantage of. I don't know. Unless what they do might be. Tell me. Do they handcuff you and take it?
What are you talking about?
As far as men being raped, a grown man.
I don't know. I remember I told you how I used to think. I didn't think that men could be, raped. But I think now anybody can be violated.
Yeah, you can be violated.
Then you
I'm talking about rape.
Yeah, I feel like the rape is a violation.
I'm talking, violation.
You don't have,
just be,
you don't have to be handcuffed.
Slapping somebody on the ass or
you don't
something.
think that
That's
there
a
are women out
violation.
there that can overpower you, JT?
They had to be some strong women, man.
They can be strong.
That's what I'm saying. That's
And
when the rape happens. That's what I'm asking.
Okay, I'm saying.
I'm like, okay, you done, I don't know, you tied me down. I don't know what you did for me to
consider it rape.
To be at attention and be, don't want it.
I don't know.
I'm turned on and scared at the same time. I don't know how to feel about that. That's what I said as a grown man. You can't be coerced and manipulated.
True.
But raped.
But I wasn't, when I was talking about, I wasn't just talking about grown men. I was just talking about like,
oh yeah, I think boys and young men,
And like I be hearing those stories of like all those teachers that are getting in trouble for sleeping with their students, and I'm like, where were these teachers?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. With dudes,
I feel like this is
different because I'm like, damn,
I feel perverted though. Now that I look back,
good looking teachers. That's the thing. You're like, damn, where I would have loved, but you really don't hear the outcry from the dudes though. The boys,
it's usually their
it's
parents.
the parents.
Yeah. Because
you don't hear nothing from the boys saying, I felt so abused. She raped me. I cried for 7 hours and 7 days and 7 months. And, I feel also, some type of way.
Maybe we don't hear from them because of their age. So
yeah,
that could be a possibility.
But it could mess up their mind, a little because they're so young. They could have, some type of, what they call it when you feel some type of way. Once you get older,
you feel some type
of when you feel some type of way, and now you a freak or something, and I sexual freak. I'll say that. I ain't gonna say like you elephant man or something like that, but you're freaky.
Yeah,
and you don't, and then all of a sudden you become president and feeling on people's pum pums.
Shantae says they could be drunk and passed out and get taken advantage of.
That's when you don't know. Then when you drunk and passed out, anything can happen. Then that's anything can happen. They can stab you. They can rape you. They can do anything when you don't. When you're not conscious.
Yeah, but sometimes it takes a bit of consciousness in order to get to the point of
and I take it. Now I feel some type of way. Yes, I feel that, Shantae. When you taking advantage of, and I'm not awake to enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'll find something. Unless we married, I'm like, oh, do what you do, and I'm sleep. Hey,
enjoy yourself.
Hopefully he can stand up for you. Hopefully, but do what you do. Go ahead. I didn't actually say that to the girl. If you can make it happen, make it happen. But I'm sleep.
Hey, let's talk about Ashanti. I'm trying to talk about rape.
Yes. Yes. Ashanti stripping, no less.
Have you seen the video of Ashanti? I don't even know what the performance was, but she was on stage. They had a guy on stage with her. He's sitting in the chair, and she's like, kind of grinding on him a little bit, like she's giving him a lap dance. And then people in the audience start throwing money on the stage, and she stopped, like, hey, stop the music. I ain't no damn stripper.
But I'm stripping. But I'm dancing like a stripper. You doing all the protocols that make you look like a stripper.
These are stripper moves. Like this is, well, maybe not stripper moves.
But she doing like a type of
it's
strip
a sexual dance.
Yeah.
I mean, she wasn't taking anything off, but I don't know why she would be
dancing
offended.
like that. It was like one dude, I guess she was focusing on and grinding or something on. That's like bringing out $1 like wetting or when we see food coming and we wet our whistle, we start licking the lips.
Yeah,
that's what the $1 is. Oh, I didn't know it was that type of party, girl.
I
want to see more.
I didn't understand.
Let me throw it on you.
Why she got offended? I can understand just saying, hey, you know what? I'm not a stripper, even though I'm up here doing, like Cardi B say, money moves. I'm doing stripper moves.
She didn't want that stripper connotation, But maybe because it wasn't a pole right by. Hey, maybe it's a pole. Okay, you got me. Yes, I am doing strip shit. Maybe that was their own thing. Maybe because it wasn't no pole near. But she giving some dude a lap dance. And lap dance,
that's what they do.
it's what you do at the strip club.
You know? And people pay good money
and she
for
must
it.
have been good. Because they threw money at her, might be. You must have been doing something stripperish.
How's it going, Latisse?
You doing something stripperish for somebody to throw some money at me.
But I'm like,
she wasn't praise dancing. They ain't gonna throw money at a praise dance unless you gave a word. They do that now. You give a word, they throw money at you.
no, they looking for the collection plate. They ain't just tossing
no,
dollars.
they throw word. If you give a good word when the preacher talking about you.
You throw money.
They throw money at his feet or at the pulpit.
This is something new. It must have been a long time since I've been to church.
It might be, yeah. It's been a couple of decades, brother. You need to get rebaptized. It's been that long, goddamn. You need to touch that water again.
I don't know if they throwing money at the preacher's feet. This just seems
they thinking is you giving me a good word, I'ma bless you. I ain't part of that movement yet.
It sounds so wrong.
That I throw money at your feet. It feel like all they missing is a pole.
Oh, good point, Latisse. She said Janet Jackson did it and nobody threw money at her. Were they close enough?
Well, that was a concert, and she got the dude tied up. I'm pretty sure if the dude.
Now, Ashanti wasn't at the grocery store. Like, what you mean that was a concert? This ain't no Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles. Shoot. Now, maybe it was. I don't know where it was. Maybe it was a strip club.
I'm talking about Janet Jackson.
Yeah, I'm saying Ashanti. I'm assuming she was at a concert. I don't know.
Oh, I'm thinking like she was just at a random party.
Hey, Ray house.
Or I ain't saying.
Ray mistook her.
Okay, that changed everything. She did like Janet did. And she was at a concert, and and then just stripped to you.
I don't really know where they were. I'm just saying.
But hey, when you went wrong, if some dudes on the stage, hey, you doing it good.
And I just can't
toss it.
I can't imagine. Well, Janet Jackson. I'm sure they probably paid a pretty penny for those tickets anyway. I ain't got no dollars to be thrown.
So you better give me a lap dance, damn it. I done paid $150
for the
first
tickets.
row just to see you. Shoot. If I didn't come out with a lap dance, I feel cheated. I ain't gonna spend $150 might be. Shoot.
Not to go and see, not even for Jay-Z? Go see your boy?
Nah. He's not an entertainer. He's a rapper. I listen to Jay-Z at a concert is listening to his CD.
It's the same thing.
Every now and then, he might give a little, special freestyle, but
or get some special shout outs.
He ain't gonna moonwalk. I'll say that.
Diva Law 888 says Ashanti should just be happy she had an audience at all. So maybe she was at Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles. It's like, what it sounds like.
Just like, where, do you know where it was?
No, I don't know.
Oh,
if you guys know, let us know. I thought it just looked like. I don't know where she was, so I ain't even gonna tell that lie.
Serious subject. Africans.
Oh, let's not talk about that.
Oh, you don't want to talk about Africans?
Unless you know about the story, because I've been seeing the video.
I don't know the story. I just saw like the clip
about the Africans being sold.
Scrolling down.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know nothing about it.
I didn't click on the story. So we'll do that on a regular quickie episode. Okay, how about it?
Because I don't know. I don't want to get it wrong and be talking about it and get everybody up in arms. And it ain't. That's not what it is.
Talking shit and don't know what's going on.
Let me talk about my brother real quick. For those of you who don't know, I got 2 younger brothers and 2 younger sisters, but one of my brothers had been staying with me. And he's also a photographer. He's a DJ. He does it all, but he's broke. I don't understand how you do so much and still broke. So he's been staying with me here lately.
He gives us all, might be. He gives us all.
But he can cook his ass off. He can cook his ass off, especially when it comes to seafood. I ain't gonna hold you up. He can cook when it comes to seafood. But he was doing a photo shoot the other day, and he said, "Bro, the girl was so tight, I wanted to step to her." And and my first thought was, how? Like, how, Sway? Like, this is your job, I guess. But you're staying with me. you using my camera. You ain't. You know what? I ain't gonna even put his business out there like that.
That's what you sound like you're doing.
He said, I wanted to step to her. He said,
yeah.
I wanted to go and let her know that I don't just take photos, but I also cook.
Right on.
I said that ain't gonna do it.
Why not?
I also cook.
Women love men that
They
cook.
may love men that cook, but
weird some women
you see
over.
how
Are you
long
kidding
that
me?
damn chicken was in the oven today? 2 hours for some baked chicken.
Hey, if you can find a woman that like how he cook that chicken, that's a W.
I'm dreading going over there and tasting it because I already know it's gonna be straight rubber.
Hey,
Ladies, is that all it takes?
What they say? Women love to see men in the kitchen, especially men that don't mind being in the kitchen. You know,
I don't only make
taste this
YouTube
girl.
videos, but I also cook.
Yeah, that's a.
You think
that's a plus. That's not a minus.
I ain't saying it's a minus. I'm just saying
It's a
knowing
plus.
him, I don't think it's gonna work out too well.
Hey, you put everything on a resume, Mike B. Even shit that don't even matter.
That's what you got.
And that's one of his plugs.
And
I'm a photographer. I'm a DJ, and also
no, he didn't even mention DJ. I mentioned DJ today. He didn't even mention that. He
but
said I'm a
that's
photographer.
his caveat.
And I cook.
And I cook.
He said I was about to let her know. I wanted to step to her.
She was about to click no, and I cook.
I
I sure am hungry.
She gave me a second
let me
thought.
click yes.
That's all it takes.
That's that went for me sometimes. A woman, hey, and I cook.
And I cook.
And then she probably might have little photos of what she cooked. Yes, I'll click yes on that. Yes.
Shout out to Mackenzie. Said, did he have the oven on whisper? Taking 2 hours for some chicken.
Oh yeah, I told him about himself. About that 2 hours of chicken breast, no less. But
I'm just so disappointed because usually when he bakes the chicken, it's fire.
Mm-hmm.
It definitely ain't in the oven for 2 hours. I'm just
maybe he was trying something different. Maybe
I didn't ask for different. I just asked for some chicken. I ain't got time. This may be I might have to put him out. You got to go, brother. You done messed up a whole bag of chicken.
This ain't the minus. I guess he can cook wasn't on your list,
on my terms. Yeah.
Ain't that something?
Especially when I buy the groceries, you got to cook it like I want you to cook it, and I don't even know how to cook it. It don't matter. Anyway,
it might be got a chef.
You hear about
his brother,
your boy Fletcher Cox? He plays for the Eagles.
It seemed like his name is familiar, but I'm not an Eagles fan. So
who was that guy? We were watching the game. This is back when I was watching NFL. We were watching the game, and he was about to run into the end zone. He started celebrating too early, spiked the ball backwards, and didn't even make it across the plane.
Oh, all I know is whatchamacallit?
Who?
From
For the Eagles. Yeah. What's his name?
Number 10. The receiver, the little skinny receiver. It wasn't Fletcher Cox.
No, I know. I'm saying the only thing I know about the Eagles is that guy.
Anyway, what's his story? Maybe it'll come
to you. Okay. Well, Fletcher Cox is being sued by this woman's husband because they were married. He's saying that you basically ruined our relationship by having an affair with my wife. And I said that's something I've never ever heard of. I didn't know that if you sleep with my wife, I could sue you. And not
my wife.
The only lawsuit I knew about was when you are in divorce court.
Yeah,
trying to get what you can get
for infidelity.
Yes,
because she broke the rules.
Hey,
but
the article I read said the husband found that Fletcher Cox was sending his wife like penis pictures and saying he wanted to get her pregnant and all of this stuff. And their relationship was never the same after that. She done even blocked him on Instagram. I said, brother, it sounded like you wasn't doing something.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Is she allowing all of this?
Yeah, your issue, in my mind, your issue should be with your
her.
Wife. Your wife. She's the one who made vows and a commitment to you. Brother, man, I don't even know. From what I was reading, it didn't even make it clear whether Fletcher knew that the woman was married. Because he was like, I'm going to get you pregnant. You ain't going to be no single mom either.
So she was just playing on her husband, right?
Yeah, brother man wasn't doing something right. That's just, my thought. Maybe he was, of course he's innocent.
Maybe she was just a bopper that was married.
Maybe she was just a bopper that was married.
Was the other dude a NFL player? Or, he's just,
I don't know.
Just a regular dude? Average dude?
He sounded like a regular old Joe. I'm not sure.
I wouldn't be mad at other dude. I'd be mad at my wife.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll be pissed. You know, other dude, he ain't got no claims to you. He can do whatever he want to get you. It's you that got to make the decision if you know gonna fall for his shit or not. Or maybe we got to talk about this. What do you see in me that or don't you see in me that you see in this other guy that you just gonna give him some.
And several
maybe
people
I
are
need
saying
to make
that
life
Fantasia was sued for the same thing. This is news to me. I didn't know Fantasia was sleeping with a married man. So maybe I ain't up on my game when it comes to Fantasia.
You can't have a name like Fantasia and just be sleeping with everybody.
Oh, true. I thought you were about to say and not sleep with you somebody
sounds so Disney.
Fantasia. Now I don't know that story.
You can't be everywhere with a name like Fantasia. Tasia though, it was Tasia. It wasn't Fantasia. That was Tasia that was doing all that. And now I know Tasias. They go around sleeping with other dudes, but not Fantasia.
Tasia get around.
Tasia get around, but not Fantasia.
That's ridiculous.
Nah, not Fantasia. That's when you cry. Tasia is when you get grabbed.
I feel some type of way about that. I don't know. For some reason, and I know this is just me, the double standard situation. It's just me being an asshole, and I apologize in advance. But I feel like I feel some type of way when I find out that a woman has been cheating. I feel like they're just above that. I don't know why. I just feel like they're not supposed to be the ones. It's supposed to be these asshole ass men like myself, which I don't cheat.
They do it better than we do, man. I'm pretty sure there's plenty of women in affairs that men just don't know. But the thing is, we with somebody don't care, maybe.
You think so?
If you have that thought in your mind that your woman not gonna do something.
Something like what? Like not gonna cheat or
no, not gonna cheat or have another relationship. Then it's out of our minds until
you find out.
Until we found the truth. Oh, it's the worst thing. I ain't gonna front. It's the worst thing.
Yeah,
you could do all you do, but you find out your woman cheating. Yeah. Or done slept with some other dude.
My heart is hurt. Definitely the relationship. I know women out there, are forgiving. You guys are so forgiving, and God bless you for that. But not too many men. Not too many. Not saying that this is the end all be all, but not too many men could, I guess, come back from that. Just be forgiving to know that another dude was enjoying my wife, my woman.
Oh, you saying enjoying? That's a hurt word, maybe.
I mean,
enjoying my
why
wife.
is she participating if it's not some enjoyment there? No, I just can't look at you the same. It's over. I'm dead. Shit. I don't.
Men and women, men and women got two different hearts, because they can deal with that, or I don't know how they deal, but for us, it takes a strong man to deal with that man. Once you learn about that,
I don't even. Yeah, nope.
That's deep.
Jesus would have to tap me on my shoulder and say, "You know what? She ain't gonna do it again, and I'm gonna make sure he gonna clench her up unless it's me."
Nah, Jesus had to give her away on our second wedding for me to. He had to walk her down the aisle for our second marriage
after the divorce from the cheating the first time.
He had to walk her down the aisle the second time and say, "She don't give up." Cause boy, I admit it.
So
I admit men are more sensitive when it comes to cheating. I ain't gonna front. Cause if a man tell you not, then he lying. It's other things we don't give a care, but cheating,
yeah,
that hits a deep. That hits a deep. Or lying about a baby.
How your wife gonna lie about a baby?
You know what? You ain't the baby daddy.
Oh, I'm thinking like she got a baby over here you don't know about. I'm thinking that's what you're talking about. So where were you for 9 months where she can hide a damn baby? Now, if you overseas, serving in the military or something like that, maybe she can pull it off. Okay.
But that brings us to that comes with that, that B. That's when you call it that. Oh, I ain't trying to cuss, maybe. But if they lie about that, that's when they become,
We just I guess touched on that on this show that I watched called Queen Sugar, where old boy found out that he may not be the father of this son he's been raising for 6-7 years. And I said, man,
that's anger right there. That ain't hurt. That's anger.
I think it's both.
But it's more, we get to anger quick.
Yeah, I mentioned that. I said, I don't know too many men that wouldn't still be choking your ass after finding out that for all this time and you knew and you ain't say nothing. This is not my son. Oh man, like my heart again. I feel like I got heart problems. My heart is gonna be hurt by every damn thing.
I think you'll feel your heart will be dented, but I think you'll be pissed off. You go through the grief process quicker when the baby they like lying about your baby. Oh, you go to that anger stage quick. Oh, where the court or not, I'm pissed, and the truth ain't in you. Might be TJ Cooks.
We just talked about
it. We didn't mention the name then because
I said my brother. My brother TJ.
Oh, I'm thinking. Oh, you got two brothers that name TJ. Might be when you say my brother TJ. I guess you didn't realize you had a brother named.
Yeah,
and that just flowed in my mind because you said my brother.
You
TJ.
probably pushed mute per usual when I was talking about it. But getting to some of these comments, Dark and Lovely Anita Wood says in North Carolina you can sue. Fantasia was sued by the wife. What's going on, Nitra? Nitra has joined the building. Mackenzie Jackson says women put more thought into it, which is probably why they get away with it a lot more than we can. Jocelyn Fox says men feel like when women do it, it's more emotional versus when they do it, it's just physical. And that, I kind of agree with that because I know
we ain't gotta love.
There's been times where I have done something, and not felt anything about it. It's just like just something to do.
That sounds so PC.
Yeah, when I've done something.
When I've done something.
you don't think anything about
it. Interview at Harvard or something. When I've had some indiscretions, mind you. You know what I'm talking about.
Wink, wink.
Yeah.
But shout out to everybody who joined us. And thankfully the live is working. The audio is working. I was nervous about it at first.
Yeah. I can only read like the first half of that's probably why I let it go like the first time, because the stand in the way, the camera, and so
camera. Okay, well, I'll
it's
move
good
it
as you
time.
can read it.
I could move the TV over that way next time, so you can see. But
you can sue in Mississippi.
When we were talking about what Fletcher Cox is going through in the Fantasia situation as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anything else you guys want us to talk about before we get out of here? Let us know in the comments.
How was your Thanksgiving, mate? B? What you do?
The same thing we do every day, JT. Try and take over the world. Man, I ain't do nothing. I sat here. I didn't even play the game. I actually watched other people play the game, and I just chilled. Made me some lasagna. I didn't even eat Thanksgiving food until I cooked my stuffing today. Yeah. And my brother, we ain't talking about this baked chicken again. But anyway.
I almost bought you some of my mama's dressing.
I love your mama's dressing.
I may have to bring you some if she got some, because we had people over extra. We did we were supposed to. It was an impromptu Thanksgiving because we were supposed to go with my Uncle Jeffrey's.
Y'all didn't trust the food? Like
no, we didn't trust Uncle Jeffrey, and so that fell through. Like I knew. All right, and I told Mama, she was excited. We going over.
And so she felt like she wouldn't have to do too much. Is that somebody else?
She already knew, but she was excited. I'm like, okay, I'll be over when you with the real food. When y'all come back home
from your Uncle Jeffrey.
It's like, you ain't not going. I'm like,
you don't trust?
Nah. And so
and it fell through anyway.
Did
they showed up at your mama's house?
Tricks. Nah. We supposed to go over his house.
I know. I'm saying, but since they didn't do anything,
nah, he ain't that trifling.
Okay.
Nah, he did old incognito act, and so my mama, did what she did. My sister hooked it up and stuff. I gave money,
donated.
Yeah.
So you one of those people that bring the chips in the water to the gathering, the potluck?
No, I had money for like the pies and stuff like that.
Dessert.
Dessert.
Okay.
And stuff like that. Ingredients to whatever.
Right.
I wasn't part of the cooking process. I'll say that.
Okay.
I came when the food was ready. And so that's what I did, Fun was had by y'all. I watched my football. I know you own something else on that.
Yeah, boycotting. That's what they call it. They own something else.
Yeah, that's what I call it. And watching my Jays over the weekend or this week. My Jayhawks, if y'all don't know what I'm talking about, KU, they I think they just ended the game now. And so
they were winning though.
Yeah. But I'm here for you guys.
Are you saying Meek Mill dissing Cameron Nitra? I don't know what that first name is.
Cameron.
Yes.
No, she's talking about
Boy, you searching, ain't you?
Harlem World. Can't nobody take my grind.
Can't nobody. He was a preacher. Mace.
Mace. I couldn't think of it. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Latisse.
Why was he dissing Cameron?
Well, they've been having little. You got to go back to. They used to be actually cool with each other. They played on a high school basketball team back in the mid '90s.
Okay.
And then both of them got big and whatnot. But I don't know like their true
beef.
But I know he came out with
so Mace ain't a preacher no more. Because I don't know if you can be a preacher and have beef with a rapper.
I don't know if he was a preacher the first time might be. Or maybe he just running, what they call it. And, he had a church. I mean, church.
Yeah.
On the church station and everything. I'm like, what my Nana up here watching Mace? I'm like, Nana, do you know who this is?
Did she know?
No, she didn't. Of course she didn't know.
Was he giving a good word?
I mean, he was speaking the word.
The kind of word that make you throw money at his feet?
Nah. No. He wasn't doing all that. But, Mace had a little following. And then I don't know. I don't know. Maybe he was missing that life and Puffy picked him back up. But that was, that was a minute ago. And so I think he back to just rapping now. I don't think he's part of the preaching game no more.
Really?
And
no, I
obviously, and hell. But I haven't listened to it though. Nick, I'll tell you about it when I listen to it. His
so it's like a diss track.
As far as the hip hop world, it's something big. I heard about it, but I haven't heard the actual diss. I know both of them. I know Cam came out with like a mixtape like a few weeks ago, and I think right now Mace just came out with something, and one of those songs was a diss track, if I'm not mistaken.
All right.
I could be wrong, but I got my ear a little bit to say. Nitra said Cameron
had sex with his own sister. Wow.
Oh, goddamn. That ain't righteous.
No. Prayers up. I'm hoping,
with his own sister.
Yeah, I don't even know what the.
That's some Game of Thrones type stuff. I don't know.
Jaime Lannister and Cersei.
Yeah, I haven't listened to either, but Latisse. But yeah, that's been a nice little topic going on. Who knows? I ain't beefing nobody, so hell. My ear ain't to the street that
much. Right on. Well, we gonna get out of here. I appreciate all of you guys for stopping by. I didn't think it'd be this many people. I thought we'd get maybe one or two, but you guys showed up and kept watching. So I appreciate that.
Right on. Right on.
You the host, like you can.
I mean, I ain't gonna disrupt whatever you saying.
Yeah, I'm done.
I'm just the host. I know when to back. I try to back.
50 feet.
But thank you all for for joining us in our initial live, I guess. What's this, YouTube?
Yep.
Live YouTube. We thank you for I was about to say coming out.
Thank you for coming out. God bless you.
Logging in, tuning in, whatever you want to say. Hopefully this is not the last one. We come back with you.
Cause remember we did that Periscope and
that was 2 years ago.
Oh man, I was so nervous. Seeing all the comments coming in and just I don't know. We didn't know what we was
maybe because
talk
we was
about.
like walking and we really couldn't dissect what was going on.
It was nerve wracking. I
guess,
wasn't here for it, and I ain't did it. I ain't did it since.
But thank you guys. Anything else you got to say, Mike B, before we end this?
Hey, what's going on, Raphael? You just showed up, man. We about to head out, so you have to catch the replay. But I appreciate you stopping by.
Name some of the people. What? Nietzsche Thick Pen, Jocelyn Fox, Latisse Wilson. Who?
Mackenzie Jackson.
Yes.
Gaucho Girl 1.
Gaucho Girl.
KD.
Quiet Store.
Quiet Store. Diva Law 888. 888. Yeah. 3 8s. I don't know why I can't get that right. Simply Deep 1985.
That's that Argentine schooling.
That's that hating from Sarah
Miss
Brewer.
Shante, she's always with us.
Miss Shante, always supporting.
Jennifer
Dark and
Sharp.
Lovely, Anita Woods, Jennifer Sharp.
Sarah Brewer. We thank you all. We just going through the list of things, for tuning in. Till next time. Might be.
Peace. Let me figure out how to stop this because I definitely don't know.